全称科摩罗联盟，在阿拉伯语中意为月亮，因而被称为月亮之国。科摩罗位于非洲东南莫桑比克海峡北端入口处，是印度洋上的一个岛国，由大科摩罗、昂汝昂、莫埃利和马约特4个主岛和一些小岛组成。岛上大部分为山地，地势崎岖，广布森林，属热带雨林气候，终年湿热。科摩罗经济以农业为主，香草、丁香、鹰爪兰等香料产量居世界前列，被誉为香料之国。渔业资源和旅游资源丰富，海岛风光秀美，自然风光优美，民风淳朴，伊斯兰文化引人入胜。本期节目，我们将走进洒落在印度洋的明珠科摩罗，通过科摩罗驻华大使穆罕默德·阿布德的讲述，去了解中科两国在历史长河中源远流传的友谊，共同展望在“一带一路”倡议与中非合作论坛框架下两国发展的美好未来。1975年11月13日，中科建交，拉开了两国友好合作的大幕。建交43年来，两国始终相互尊重、相互支持，成为好朋友和好伙伴。中科关系堪称大小国家平等相待、团结合作的典范。2013年秋天，国家主席习近平提出共建“一带一路”倡议，引起越来越多国家热烈响应，科方也高度赞赏并支持“一带一路”倡议。自此以后，双方在政治、经贸、文化、教育、国防、卫生等领域交流与合作更加深入。目前，中国已在科摩罗实施项目有60多个，援助科方建设了尼乌马克莱供水工程、人民宫、政府办公楼、总统官邸和广播电视大楼等，并签有文化合作协定。中方向科方提供奖学金名额，为科摩罗经济发展和民生事业提供了实实在在的帮助，双边关系呈现出多层次、宽领域、全方位发展的良好局面。
Regarding the Road and Belt Initiative, which was initiated by President Xi Jinping, the Comoros is known, is very aware about that project because it knows that it's a very important project, not only for China, but for China and all the countries involved in this project. And Comoros is very well situated in this initiative because, as you know, our president has requested the Comoros to be included in the Belt and Road Initiative, because Belt and Road is very important in terms of almost every sector of the development of the countries, the Comoros and the countries in the Belt and Road, from China till Africa till Europe. So the countries which will benefit the Belt and Road will not only be between Africa and China, but all the countries situated in the Belt and Road, from China to Asian countries to African countries to European. So Belt and Road is connecting almost all the regions that are involved in this initiative. And the initiative of Belt and Road is the development of infrastructure, but only the connectivity of people to people. As you know, China is a very big country which is producing a lot of goods, so it becomes easy for those goods to travel from Comoros to other countries. And the Belt and Road is a very important initiative because with those projects, it facilitates all those kind of initiative of transportation and connectivity with the people. For example, in our cooperation between Comoros and China, we have very good cooperation in terms of education, because China is offering Comoros students scholarships. They come and study here, which is different from other countries in Europe or in America. Some of them used to offer scholarship, but the students, when they go to those countries, they stay over there. We found out 99%, maybe 100%, or maybe 90%, they stay in Europe or they stay in America. They work there. But those who are in China, 100%, they go back to work in the countries. So that's very important in terms of education, because we send the students to come and study and learn about the development of how China is developing and go back and develop our countries. But if we send them to Europe, they take them, they keep them. All the students prefer to stay in Europe, but in China they don't stay. So that's the most important step of education. Not only they are educating the students, but they are going back to serve the country.
中方始终是科摩罗患难与共的中国兄弟。在这个人口约90万的世界最贫困国家之一里，疟疾一直是挥之不去的阴云。据科摩罗官方统计，2006年该国每1000人中有142人感染疟疾，每年有记录的死亡病例是34人。2007年至2013年，广州中医药大学抗疟团队先后在科摩罗3岛采用自主研发的药物实施快速清除疟疾方案，简称中科项目。短期内实现了高疟疾流行区向低疟疾流行区的转变，发病率下降98%。这个备受疟疾折磨的岛国终于实现了疟疾零死亡。
We have a very big and good program since 2007 on eradicating malaria. Malaria is a very big problem which kills a lot of people in Africa, in some region of the world. Comoros was a very big victim of malaria. We had about more than 1,000 cases of malaria per year, and then there's a project fighting against malaria, which was introduced between the Chinese government, especially the province of Guangdong, and the Comoros. And there was a mass utilization of medicine. And now the case of malaria is about 5 per year or per month at least. So the malaria has been almost eradicated, or in the next maybe 5 years there will be no any malaria cases in the Comoros. So that's a very, very good example of the case, which is malaria is a very big disease which is killing many, many people. So that example could be taken from Comoros and implemented in other countries, African countries or Asian countries or even Latin American countries where malaria is a very big. So these are 2 examples I can give you that we have very close bilateral relation. In European countries, malaria is there, but they give us medicine.
一带一路已经从中国倡议变成了国际共识，中方始终大力支持非洲国家参与共建一带一路，中非合作项目遍及非洲各个国家，惠及更多中非人民。科摩罗是中非合作论坛的成员国之一，中科关系是中非关系的重要组成部分。伴随着中非合作的不断深入，中科合作也借势起航，两国在基础设施、能源、经贸等领域的合作将有更大的发展空间。
The Belt and Road Initiative is integrated in the Comoros foreign policy because we have requested several companies, Chinese companies, to come and work in infrastructure projects like ports, airports, roads, which is one of the most important initiative. Infrastructure is the most important initiative of the Belt and Road. So this is one of the most important foreign policy that the Comoros government is working on to encourage Chinese companies to come and invest. Okay, yeah, I mean the China policy is very important for Africa, because first, before I go back to what you said, we have a very good cooperation between China and Africa, which is called FOCAC. The FOCAC cooperation between China and Africa is very important, and this is not only for Africa, but the progress which will be made in Africa will be important also to other regions, because if they develop Africa, Chinese initiative with Africa develop, Africa can sell their goods and products overseas, which will enhance the cooperation between Africa and China, but will also improve the lives of the people of the African continent and other regions. So it's a very important cooperation, which is not only bilateral but also multilateral. So that's very important for us.
作为地处印度洋西部的岛国， 科摩罗目前仍处于传统农业阶段，需要加快向现代农业转型的进程，发挥自身的地理优势。今年正值“一带一路”倡议提出6周年，相信在“一带一路”倡议和中非合作论坛框架的推动下，同科方2030新兴国家战略对接，两国在农业、基础设施建设和贸易等领域将进一步深化合作，充分发挥中科务实友好合作的潜力和创新，促进科农业转型升级，为科摩罗经济带来新的活力，为中科和中非实现合作共赢提供助力。
First, I think I will start with what can the Belt and Road do for Comoros. What we can do for Comoros is that we can bring our products to China. Because we have a lot of products, agriculture products and fisheries products. We can bring them to China easily. Because for the moment, lack of infrastructure and connectivity with China is not allowing us to send our products to China. We have spices like vanilla, cloves, ylang-ylang oil, which is an essential oil used, but we only export to Europe because the connectivity with Europe or with the Middle East is very easy. And the Chinese, they buy those products, the Comoros product, but they buy from Europe because the connectivity between China and Europe, it's easy. So Belt and Road, if it's initiated, we have the projects of ports, for example, or airports connecting Comoros and China. We can send our goods directly to China. That's the first thing for the Comoros side. For the China, they can send their goods also directly to Comoros, because before people used to go to Middle East, Dubai, and buy the products over there, which were cheap. But when they found out that's from China, they come directly to China. So the Belt and Road could be a very good initiative. The Comoros product could come directly to China instead of going to Europe, and Chinese going to buy in Europe, and Chinese products will go directly from China to the Comoros instead of going to Dubai or to Egypt or to other Middle East countries, and then they go to the Comoros. So it will be beneficial for the Chinese products and the Comoros product, which will be good for the Comoros people and the Chinese people.
面对世界经济的复杂形势和全球性问题，中方积极倡导人类命运共同体意识。中方在科实施的各类合作项目与科方实际需求紧密结合，为科摩罗实现自主可持续发展提供力所能及的帮助，加强人文交流，不断增进两国人民的相互了解和友谊，努力把双边关系提升到更高水平，继续相互理解、相互支持，全面分享发展成果，共同应对机遇挑战。
The Committee of Shared Future, which is also an initiative of President Xi Jinping, is also important. It's something that it has been implemented between us, the Comoros, and China. Sharing, as I said, sharing in terms of health. That's something that we are sharing, a committee being together. This is an experience that China learned and eradicate malaria. It's teaching us. It's doing it. It's implementing in the Comoros. So that we are sharing. All the community, the Comoros community and the Chinese community, they are sharing. The Chinese recently will open Chinese center, Confucius Center in the Comoros. So the Comoros students or the Comoros people will learn Chinese, and when they learn the language, they can share the culture. When they can share the culture, they can understand each other. When they understand each other, we share the community together. Instead of, if you are speaking Chinese, you go to the Comoros, you don't speak Comoros, we cannot understand. But if the Comoros people come here and study Chinese, and the Chinese go and teach Comoros people to speak Chinese, they can share a lot of things. Then if they don't, or they speak another language, which is a foreign language like European language, English or Spanish or French. But if they speak the same language, they can share the same culture, because language is not only the speaking. Language is a culture also, so they can share the culture, the food, and everything. Okay, for example, about the project, I mentioned about which is most important, the language. If we understand each other on the language, we can know what to do together. Because now for them, we don't understand each other because we have to go through a lot of things. So there are a lot of projects that we can understand. For example, China, they consume a lot of rice. We have to import rice. So that kind of project, if we understand each other, the culture of planting rice, or eating rice or other project of agriculture that we can introduce in our country. It's important. And we are sharing. That's a sharing of the same community because we have a lot of things in common. We eat almost the same food. Like I'm talking about rice. So we are sharing about the community together. Education is the same thing. Political policies is the same thing. We support One China policy, which is also sharing the same ideas because we don't think so that Taiwan doesn't belong to China. Taiwan belongs to China. That's sharing also. Otherwise, it wouldn't be the case. So there are a lot of things, not only in projects, not only in community or in education or in health, but in politics also. We share together the same ideas. That's why we support that kind of ideas. And that's what we call the sharing the community.
今年11月，我们将迎来中科建交43周年。一带一路倡议与中非合作论坛北京峰会将把中科友好合作关系推向一个新的阶段。当前，中科关系正处于最好时期。展望未来，中方愿同科方一道，发挥互补优势，扩大互利合作，在促进共同发展和维护共同利益方面携手同行，以扎实的合作传承友谊，构建两国命运共同体。